Hey guys, Iconic Repaint's back with another custom Funko repaint video, and today I'm presenting my repaint of the 10-inch Marvel Zombies Magneto. And by repaint, this feels more like a tune-up rather than a complete overhaul. As you guys can see, the sculpt was always really neat, and the intention behind this guy was just to experiment. I see many of these Marvel Zombies as kind of like opportunities to play around with, certain costume elements and the decaying skin and other traits of the characters. So Marvel Zombies was like a popular ongoing arc that spanned to pretty much all of the Marvel comics, all the individual characters in their runs. So it takes place on Earth 2149, whereas as a reference, the normal Marvel storylines that many of us kind of grew up reading about, they tend to happen on Marvel 616. So just to put that in like perspective, like the MCU, the movies that all came out in the last few years, they that's on a different Earth. I forget the number of it, but it's all supposed to be like kind of like the multiverse idea that's actually going to show up in the MCU soon as well. Basically, that there's doppelgangers of us on different Earths that basically are just like our planet, but things are just slightly different. So yeah, the zombie apocalypse happens kind of like away from the traditional Marvel comics planet Earth. So it zombie apocalypse spreads out, and the number of infected Marvel characters are multiplying at really disastrous rates. And oh yeah, unlike normal zombies, the infected Marvel characters get to keep some, if not all, of their powers. So you have superpowered zombies, so that really sucks. And so, through his usual strategic brilliance and insane powers, Magneto is one of the last characters to bite it. Pardon the pun. But even he eventually does get overwhelmed. So, if Marvel's guilty of anything in the years that around the time this was released, it's using gimmicks to try to gain readership. And they know people love zombies. Zombies kind of made a really strong resurgence after like shows like The Walking Dead and the 28 Days Later movies and Resident Evil and all those kind of things. So it's definitely made a big comeback in popular culture, and Marvel took advantage. But it kind of felt like a cash grab move to me. I never really was a big fan of reading the books, but it seemed to work because Marvel Zombies was everywhere for a while. So the custom pop that I did was more of a retouch this go around, and with an aim to make his armor look more aged, worn, and rustic. I added the dirt and grime to the cape. I made the head ornament purple, which was just a preferential move. And the face was the most fun part, as I made kind of like the rotting zombie skin darker and more moist looking. I wanted to give the teeth a bit more dimension, like they had been decaying for a long time. And I made the empty eye socket darker so it looks empty, and did some deathly looking shading on the white pupilless eye. All in all, I think it came out pretty cool. I wanted it to be an improvement over what I bought in the store, and I think I achieved that. Besides, I wanted to try painting on a 10-inch pop, and I also wanted a Magneto, so this guy just hit all the right strokes at the right time. And but without further to do, I'm going to wrap this video right here. And this is where I remind you to like and subscribe if this tickles your pickle. And other than that, I'm out. Peace.